Hey guys, welcome back. It's Yaz, aka it's Barbie, and I'm back with another speed build. I am building a colonial style, plantation style home, and we are in the Goths neighborhood, and no more modern homes for a while. I'm a little bit tired of that. The whole last neighborhood was completely modern. So unless I do the last lot that was in that neighborhood, um, no more modern until I'm done with this neighborhood, which is actually one, two, 4 homes in total. So it means 3 more non-modern homes. Guys, okay, couple things. I actually really want to explain to you guys why I haven't been uploading videos as I was. And I'm not even sure if I told you guys this, but if not, okay, I'm telling you now, and maybe you will understand where I'm coming from. But, okay, so, I've been completely busy. I've been on this new medication, and it's literally kicking my butt in a sense that when I take the medication, I'm literally feeling like I'm in clouds. And the reason for this is because I had an accident about 5, 6 years ago. I think it will be turning 6 this year. I don't know. I don't really keep track. But yeah, I had an accident about 5 or 6 years ago where where I ended up with nerve damage. I have something called RZ. Your nerves are completely shot and you're constantly in pain. You are in pain 24/7. And if you got what I'm trying to say, I said 5 or 6 years, so which means I've been in pain for 5, 6 years, literally nonstop. Like, it does not go away. No matter how much you want it to go away, it does not go away. The medication's only there to calm it down a little bit, but it doesn't completely make it go away. And you know, uh, a lot of things happen with that. Like, it took about 6 years for me to actually get physical therapy. I got therapy in the beginning of this year, and this last month, I went to the doctor, and he literally took me off of physical therapy because I've been going for 4 months, and um, the reason for him taking me off of physical therapy was because I wasn't getting better as fast as I should have. But come on, guys. Like I said, I've been in this situation for 5 or 6 years. So what did they expect for me just to go to physical therapy and get better within a few months? No, that's not realistic. But anyway, so physical therapy was mainly the reason why I wasn't really getting on. I was actually I needed to be going to physical therapy, and it was really hard because once I got home from physical therapy, I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay down and go to sleep and just relax. Yeah. And now I am. And now I am uploading again, and hopefully I will stay uploading and continue making videos. But guys, I actually am not feeling good, and this might be the first time I do this, or maybe the last time I do. I don't know. It's the first. I don't know if it's gonna be the last time. I barely ever talk all the way straight to the video, but I've been feeling like crap. I feel like I need to release all this built up anger inside of me because I am. It's literally killing me to a point now. Um. So, I don't even know where to start from. Okay. So, like I said, I had an accident 5 6 years ago. I happened my job. It's car RSD. What I have, it's chronic pain. You're in pain 24/7. You know, every minute of every day. Just imagine going through this for 5 years. It's really annoying. And not only that, if any of you guys are from my followers from back when I started, um, this was actually a way for me to have my mind concentrate on something else, so I wouldn't be thinking about the pain. And it helped. It really did help. And some stuff happened which made me stop making videos for 2 years. And the stuff that happened, actually, I don't really care. I will tell you what happened. My fiance at the time, my daughter's father, he went on vacation and literally never came back. So, guys, if you really think about it, just imagine yourself going through so much already and just feeling like crap, and for the person that you care about just to up and leave you. I mean, it'll literally make you depressed. And I still am depressed, not because of him, it's just because of everything that I'm going through. I am alone. I am alone all the time. I don't talk to people. I am home constantly all the time. And am I'm just home. The point is that people don't notice. People think I'm faking things, or constantly, like, just faking, and I'm not. I really am not. I'm not trying to fake something and act like I have something when I don't have it. And it's hard, guys. It's completely hard to know that you're alone, dealing with your pain, dealing with your problems, and you don't have a friend to call you up and like, hey, are you okay, or is everything all right, or do you need help with your kids? Like, no, I don't get that. Like, um it's rough. Like I said, I'm constantly in pain. I can barely stand up at times. That's one of the reasons why, if you ever look at my videos, I stop my build and it doesn't completely go straight. I don't sit down and actually do a build sitting down for the past 2 hours. I can't do that. I have to do, like a 5 minute little build, and then come back to it, and then come back to it, and come back to it, because I also messed up my back. And I cannot be sitting down for like an hour or 2 hours, because if I did, I wouldn't be unable to stand up, guys. And it's really, 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 really hard when you're by yourself. You have to, like, I have 2 kids. I have to do all this stuff by myself. I have to take care of my kids by myself. I have to cook for them. I have to clean. I have to take care of things, and it's hard. It's definitely hard. There's nights that I overdo myself, because who doesn't overdo themselves? But there's nights when I do overdo myself, and I wake up at 6 in the morning every day, and I will go a whole 24 hours in like this extreme pain, agony, like to the point that I want to scream my lungs out and yell, I'm in fucking pain, and I'm alone. I'm alone. I don't really tell people, and the thing is, even if I did, people don't care. And you guys probably are like, oh my god, she's just rambling and stuff like that. But it's true. It's literally true. The times that I have actually posted something, maybe like on Facebook or anything like that, like people be like, oh, it's okay, or why are you in pain? And some people are actually family members, not my family here in the States, but family in Puerto Rico are like, oh, I will go away. Like, come on. Like, people are so, I don't know, they're just so something. because they don't notice that even if you don't say you're in pain, you're in pain. I don't have to be proving myself to anybody and telling them over and over and over and over and over again I'm in pain. It doesn't go away, guys. It fucking doesn't go away. And I have been dealing with it for 5 years. I've been dealing with a lot of things, like a lot of things. And it's gotten to the point that I have actually gotten depressed over it. And if anybody will, understand that or understands why I'm getting depressed, guys, come on, listen. There's lots of reasons for being depressed. I can't do any of the stuff I used to do. I can't even go into a store and be there for like 30 minutes or whatever and actually shop around and look at through the whole entire store. No, I gotta go in and out. I go, like, for example, food shopping. If I need to grab something, I have to make sure I go in, grab what I need, and out. I cannot look around and see if I need something else. No, I can't do that. I have to grab what I need and leave. Because if I don't, I'll drop like a sack of potatoes. That's my constant fear, that one day I'm going to fall down and I won't be able to get up because I'm probably end up missing my hip or something. Or my other fear is that when I go down, there's not going to be somebody to pick me up, or if I cannot get back up. Thank God the times I had fallen or feel like I'm about to fall, I've been home and I could yell and tell my daughter, get me a chair, and they will run with a chair and I can sit down before I fall. But there's times, like, for example, I have fallen from my steps from, in front of my house. I fell like 4 stairs and hit the ground and couldn't get up, and this was at 6 in the morning, and I had to suck it up and get up because my daughter started freaking out. My daughters, I have 2, started freaking out, and I had to suck it up and get up and walk them to their bus stop. And people don't get it. Like, people don't get it. People think that I'm just over exaggerating things all the time, and I'm not, guys. I am really not. I don't really ask anything for anybody. I'm not saying, hey, be there for me. I'm not saying any of it. I'm just constantly tired of all the stuff that I'm dealing with. I have depression. I have anxiety. And the reason why I have depression and anxiety, it was actually because of a situation that happened 2 years ago. And it will be 2 years in July. Yes, I keep things in my mind. It's constantly there. Things are always there. My head does not stop thinking. And people don't see that. People just see what they want to see. And what happened 2 years ago, like, I don't mind that. I'm gonna say what it was. My fiance, my kid's father, we was together for 7 years. He was the one that was there when I was to the point that I couldn't get up in bed. If he needed to, he will carry me and take me to the tub and fill it up with hot water. If I had a panic attack, he would sit there and actually try to calm me down and not, like, leave the phone or not just ignore me. He was somebody that he was there when I needed him. He took care of me, like vice versa. I took care of him. We were a team. And he got depressed. He left on vacation, which sucks because it was actually my idea to go see his parents in New York. And he never came back. And that's something I have to always deal with. He left. He didn't even tell me, like, hey, I don't want to be with you. He just completely left and just didn't say anything about it. Just, like, drop off of the edge of the world, pretty much. He called me during the week. He's like, hey, don't worry, I'll be back by Monday. I got to go to work. And Saturday, he texts me and said, I'm not coming back. I'm leaving to Dominican Republic. And if you really think about it, who the hell does that to somebody that you've been with for 7-8 years to the point that we were about to get married? And who does that? Who does that? And, I mean, come on. If you really listen, I'm not trying to bash him or anything, but listen to who is hurting. it bothers me. It still bothers me. It's going to be 2 years in July, and it's one of those things that, damn, I can't believe that so and so did that to me. I can't believe that that person actually had the nerve to do that to me after all the crap that I've been going through, especially through the situation I was going through with my health. Like, he was the one that kept me down and calm and actually cared when nobody cared. And it takes a toll on you as a person to notice that the only person that actually cared is, left you. And I don't say much, and if you guys notice, like I said 2 years ago, that's actually around the time that I started making videos. And that's the reason why I stopped making videos. I completely got depressed. I completely broke down, and I couldn't even show that I was broken because, for example, my mom lived with me at the time, and she's one of those people that actually sat there and made fun of me about it. The same day I told her that he was gone, she literally was like, "Okay, good. What are you gonna do with stuff? You get me?" And she was like, "Oh, good that the motherfucker left." And like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I didn't even have that period of grieving. I had nobody to actually care. The only person that even remotely cared somewhat was my aunt. She came to my house and packed his things away so I wouldn't go insane, because I got into the point that I couldn't even be in my house. I couldn't breathe when I was in my house. I was crying when I was in my home. It got to a point I even moved out of the place I lived. And people don't know what actually is going on with you because you don't say anything. And I've always been a person that don't say anything. I don't try to say anything. I don't judge anybody. I don't do none of it. But yeah, I'm the person that if you need me, I'm there. But it goes vice versa. You get what I mean? I'm there when you need me, but are you there when I need you? No. I have always been the type of person that I forgive people. I actually care what people feel and stuff like that, but not it's not the same thing. Nobody actually feels like that. I got depressed. I got overwhelmed. I got anxiety. I ended up getting depression. Guys, it's not something like I'm not ashamed that I have depression and stuff like that. It just bothers me to the point that I didn't have that person to depend on. And I'm not saying that I don't have anybody to depend on. I do have a boyfriend right now, but I'm not going to really get into much about him because I know he knows I have a channel and he watches my videos, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, I still feel lonely. I still feel like nobody cares. And come on, I'm not trying to diss anybody. I'm not trying to put blame on anybody and none of that. Because if you really think about it, who's the person that's actually hurting, who's actually sucking up all their emotions and not expressing themselves, and it's me. I'm the one that literally I'm the one that's stuck in a house 24/7, not talking to nobody. I'm the one that can't really do much. I'm the one that am aggravated. I am the one that can't take any of the crap anymore, and people don't understand that. Like, I get to my little depression, my depressed moods, and I get to a point that I feel like crying all the time. Then there's days that I cry all day, but nobody will ever realize that because once my kids gets home, I stop crying. And the people, like I said, and if I write things on Facebook, nobody really ever cares. People think I'm faking it or I'm doing it for attention, which I'm not. The only reason I'm actually even saying anything about it was because I had a panic attack yesterday, and like last night, and It's a fucked up feeling when your blood pressure rises, like goes up to the point that you can't even breathe, and it's 2 in the morning, and you have one of your kids in your bed, and you live alone, and you can't even call your mom to be like, hey ma, I'm having a panic attack, because she's working a night shift, and you feel guilty for getting her out of work. So you try to calm down yourself, and you can't, or you try to call people to try to calm you down, and nobody answers, and nobody cares, and none of it. Like, come on, guys. Like, listen. Like, I even put a post up, like, I wasn't even feeling good, to see if anybody would be like, hey, yeah, do you want to talk to, let me try to calm you down? Nothing. I got nothing out of it. Nothing at all. I didn't go to sleep until 3:20, and to wake up at 6 o'clock to take my kids to the bus. And that's a constant thing. If it's not me having my panic attacks, it's me being in pain all day, to the point that I'm 24 hours not sleeping. And people don't get it. Like, people don't get it. And I am not judging nobody. I'm not saying, oh, be on top of me. Oh, worry about me. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, are you realizing, what's going on? And people don't. And I don't, I'm at a point that I don't really care. But yet, everybody has the nerve to judge me for some reason. They're always constantly judging me. Judging me about any little thing. For example, why you don't take your kids out more. Why can't you do this? Why you can't do that? Do this and do that. And guys, come on. How can I take out my kids if I could barely stand? I can't even take them to the park because my youngest daughter, she's hyper, and I have to be on top of her. And then my oldest daughter is always constantly crying, because I'm pretty sure she has autism, but yet for some reason they won't test her for autism, and they just says that she has a learning disorder. So I'm also not on top of my issues, I'm also dealing with my kids' issues. And meanwhile, I'm dealing with all of this, I'm dealing alone, because their fathers are doing whatever. And I'm not judging them. We're not together or none of that, but that doesn't mean they could just stop caring about their kids. That's that's not what it doesn't mean that. And I'm not judging anybody, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do, because those are my kids. But sometimes you want to feel like somebody cares, and somebody is going to be like, hey, let me help you, or hey, don't worry, let me take your kids for a few minutes so you can have some relaxation, or hey, let's go to the movies all together, or something like that. And it doesn't happen, guys. It doesn't really happen. Yeah, I'm there for everyone. When I mean everyone, for everyone. I was there for my brother. I was there for my mom. I am literally helping my aunt go through some things right now, and I could barely do things. You get what I mean? I'm there for everybody. But yet, at the end of the day, who's there for me? At the end of the day, who's there for me? Nobody. Because when I am home alone, right after, 6 o'clock, because my kids go to sleep early, because, their bus comes to pick them up early. And right around 6, 7, that's when I feel the most lonely. That's when I want to cry my eyes out. But I can't really tell anybody, hey, I'm feeling like crap. I want to cry. Because nobody cares. And I've been dealing with this depression thing for a while. And, it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. And it's like, why should it get better when, the depression, the anxiety, the pain, everything is all together. Everything is just there. It's constantly there. It's always there. And I know I'm rambling, but I actually really needed to get it out of my chest, because like I said, I usually just keep it all together. Like, sometimes people even ask me, hey, how are you doing? But, those are one of those things like, hey, how are you doing? But I don't really want to know how you're doing, but I'm just going to say how you're doing. And you feel guilty for even one moment even thinking to say, oh, hey, I this and that, You feel guilty, because that 1 second right there in your mind, you're like, oh, they're going to go, hey, there she go again, complaining about her life, and there she go again, saying this and that. So I literally always say, I'm fine, I'm okay, when deep inside I just literally want to cry. And it's a constant thing, guys. It's constant. And, you know, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not putting blame on anybody, because if you really listen, I am actually just trying to vent out. And I don't know if this is going to be a thing, or, um, or, like if I am ever gonna just talk a whole video straight through, but this video I just really just needed to get it out. Um, and the build itself is awesome. I mean, look at it. It took it's colonial. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, it was something to do. If you like it, thank you. If you don't, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. But I'll leave the down link down in the description. Yeah, and guys, I am like, again, I'm gonna say I'm sorry for the rambling. I really needed to get it off my chest, because you don't understand. Um, I felt like I was drowning, and I still feel like I'm drowning, and I'm barely, barely getting by. And, you know, and I understand everybody goes through their own things, and people always say, well, you never know, so and so, people always have it worse than you. You know, I'm not trying to tell my story to make somebody feel bad. I just needed to vent. And with that said, I am. It seems like we're almost done with the build, and I'm gonna leave some screenshots in the end of the video. And bye, guys. Bye, and thank you for listening to me ramble. If you actually watched the video all the way through, bye.